a living, Newman?
I'm a United States postal worker.
Aren't those the guys that always go crazy and come back with a gun and shoot everybody?
Sometimes.
Why is that?
Because the mail never stops. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. There's never a let-up. It's relentless. Every day it piles up more and more and more, and you gotta get it out. And the more you get out, the more it keeps coming in. And then the barcode reader breaks, and it's Publishers Clearinghouse Day.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Thank God it's Friday. Yes, thank God it's Friday. It is a windy, blustery, gonna be rainy, thank God. Still no air in the Game Time household. He's coming out this morning. He got waylaid. So he's coming out in the morning, so stay tuned on that. But rise and grind, everybody. Game Time Brian, otherwise known as the mailman. Rise and grind, headed to work. We got a guy retiring after 30-some years this morning, Joe. So we got a retirement party this morning. I gotta go pick up 4 Strombolis from the local bakery. There you go. That's my gift, Joe. 4 of the best Strombolis. Go to Cash's Bakery. But anyway, not really much. We sit here about 24 days away from training camp, or a players report. They're not going to do much the first few days, but as of the evening of the 21st, it means football is officially back, for at least for the Dallas Cowboys. Pretty much the rest of the league, the division starts on the 22nd. Dallas won't be doing it on the 21st. Players will arrive at the complex on the 21st. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Micah. Micah will be there. You're seeing the Bleacher Report, and the Pro Football Talk, Mike Florio. You hear them talking about, it's going to be a breaking contract, a groundbreaking, highest contract, non-quarterback. We already knew that. It's still going to save them $10 million off the salary cap this year. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Dallas does what Dallas does. You know? Dallas does what Dallas does. And, you got guys, and I'm just going to say, you got guys like Zach Martin, who, basically held out to get more money for this past year, right? Then retire. Now we're going to be paying a substantial amount of money for this year and next year for Zach Martin because we wanted to take care of him, right? Listen, all I'll say about that is Zach Martin was fairly underpaid. I mean, I thought he was decent. He wasn't as underpaid as Tyron Smith, but Zach was underpaid for what he was doing throughout his career, and he got his money. And now Dallas has some dead money, where you look in Philadelphia, you got Dallas Goedert, who is on the last year. This is his last year in Philly. It's come out that he took less to try and win another one. That's the kind of mentality that you want to have with your players, but let's face it, they just won one. They know they're close. They know they could win another one. They're in position to win another one. Will they? I don't think they will, but who am I? I could be wrong. If they play like they did for the second half of last year, they will. So, and I don't really see the NFC. I think Commanders have kind of gotten the same, if not a little worse, in my opinion. I think Jaden Daniels will be better, Chris Dooley and Momo. I think he'll be better, more experienced. But, I don't know. A harder schedule, I don't know that they're going to be a better win-loss. Giants will be better. Giants will be a better football team. But what does that really mean? We went over their schedule. Dallas is going to be a better football team. But what does that really? I mean, I don't know. I'm not prepared right now to do a win-loss. We'll see. we'll let that marinate for a couple months before a month and a half, and then I'll start doing my schedule prediction videos. But look at the Detroit Lions. I like Detroit, but Dan Campbell is a flawed head coach, man. I don't really like it. I think his rah-rah stuff is going to wears thin at some point. Like the players need to get the job done. You know what I mean? I like the Lions. I root for them because they've never won a Super Bowl, but, it's like there's something about them that I don't think they're going to get it done. The Niners, they have an easy schedule, but I don't think they're that great a football team. So, the Rams, well, okay. I like the Rams, but is Matt Stafford going to play at the level that he's accustomed to playing at? I don't know. He's getting old, right? I think, for Matt Stafford in the Rams case, they need him to play like he did last year. They almost beat the Eagles, but they didn't, right? In a driving snowstorm in Philly. I don't know. Name another NFC team that the Eagles have to really worry about, And I'm not sitting there making a rah-rah video for the Eagles. I'm just saying Dallas Goedert came back to the Birds, took less money, knows this is his last year, and is trying to win another ring. So, good for Dallas Goedert. Good for Dallas Goedert. Recognizing what's important. You could win a ring. Well, he could have left this year. The thing is, he wasn't without contract, right? And they couldn't really move him. This will be his last year. He will go. Again, I don't think the Eagles are done at tight end. I think that's kind of a weak spot, in my opinion, for me. Barring injury, God forbid he gets banged up. I would look for, if you're telling me a move might be made, maybe it's for a tight end, like I was telling everybody. I'm not going to say the Atlanta tight end, but maybe it's a tight end. Not stopping at Duncan's. Duncan's has been picked up, but like I said, we got the party. I got to come out this way to grab the Strombolis. I think I went with one of each, or I think I went two with the pepperoni and cheese. I went one with the spinach and cheese. So I wish they would have done the spinach and sausage, but whatever. Spinach and cheese. And I went with another one. I don't know what it was, but whatever. Here you go, Joey. Enjoy your Strombolis. But, put in the comments, what team? The Commanders? Okay. If you're an Eagle fan, are you worried about the Commanders? Are you really worried about the Commanders? They gave up 50 points, 55 against the Eagles. And the Commanders brought in Kinlaw, I get it. Yeah, Chris Dooley rattled off a bunch of nice players, but, do we really think? I don't know. I guess, you know what? As a Cowboy fan, if I'm a Commander fan, I don't want to hear a Cowboy fan saying they're going to be worse when they had a way better season than we did. So I get it. But who really is going to threaten the Eagles if the Eagles play at that level, right? Just go through it. Chicago, Detroit, Green Bay, Sledhead, the Green Bay Packers are going to... Okay. Chicago, Green Bay, Minnesota, Green Bay, Detroit. I would say Detroit, Green Bay. Okay, you got Tampa, New Orleans. Maybe Tampa always beats the Eagles in a regular season, but Tampa? Okay, Tampa, New Orleans, Atlanta? No. And who else? You got Tampa, New Orleans, Atlanta, Carolina? Hell no. Niners are going to put together a big record, but they're not going to be that great. I'm sorry, they're not. Niners, Rams, okay. Rams. Cardinals, okay. Cardinals always have played good in spurts. All right. And then Seattle. Sam Darnold led Seattle Seahawks. I don't know. I don't know. Who else am I forgetting? I got the I got the East, I got the North, the South, and the West. I mean, there's not many teams sitting here today that, if I was an Eagle fan, that I would be scared about. You know, I think it's more about the division. I really do. I think it's about staying focused if I'm an Eagle fan and winning that division. Now, that same statement goes for the Dallas Cowboys, right? That same statement goes for the Washington Commanders. Focus on your division, because once you get out of your division, there's nobody unbeatable. Nobody. Our toughest test is going to come in week 1. Right? Our toughest test is going to come week 1. And then again when we play them at home later in the year. The Philadelphia Eagles. Handle the Eagles. And then you can line up and compete with anybody. So, as I'm lifting up the Eagles, say, well, who do they got to be afraid about? Who does the Dallas Cowboys got to be afraid about? Right? The Commanders and the Eagles. That is it. It all comes back home. It all comes back down to the NFC East clash. Yes, a hit show Wednesday nights. We're fine-tuning it every week. Through 3 episodes, I would say it's been a swimmingly successful show. I'm loving the participation from the new people. I will rotate for the start of the show that I will give the panel. I love it. I hope everybody enjoys it. I always take suggestions. This was Ultra Cowboys baby. Thank you, Ultra. Ultra says he'll be on in a couple of weeks. He's dealing with something, writing the book, doing something with the government. It's hush hush. So, Ultra will be back. He's in the chat. He's supporting. But it all comes through the NFC East, right? So when everybody says, you're that far away, if we handle the East, we're not that far away. We can compete with anybody, okay? We can compete with anybody. Make no mistake about it. Dallas Cowboys, if they can handle the East, even if you split with the Eagles, split with the Commanders, sorry, Jesse, beat the Giants twice. That's 4-2 in the East. You can compete with anybody. Right? That's the idea. For any Eagle fan to say, you can't. You can beat us, but you can't compete. No, you are the gold standard right now. I don't have a problem saying it. Eagles are up here. Nobody's close to the Eagles around the league. I think going up against a Washington team and the Eagles are our hardest teams. That doesn't mean we won't lose to Detroit. But they're not any more talented than the Eagles. They're not. So, as I end this video, Dustin Bosley and Logan Motorsports, because I'm late as all get up. Here. Clear! Boo! 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 There we go! We're back, baby. It's all about competing with the East. So let's not reset the bar for every team. If Dallas, it goes out September 4th and wins, and we do the old sweep of the birds, then it's a matter of getting ourselves together in the playoffs and not choking like we normally do. Handle your division. It all goes back to the division, which is why I always say I hate the idea of relining and reshuffling everything. I don't like it. Just leave it the way it is. You win your division, you deserve something. I don't care if you got 8 wins. It doesn't matter. Win your division, you deserve a home playoff game. But all right, that's it for me. I'm Audi 5000. Now that it's going to rain, it'd be cool. Look for a lunchtime chat this afternoon when I get home from work. I plan on doing it. So probably about 4 o'clock Eastern. All right, everybody. Talk to you later. Peace out. Happy retirement, Joey. Go fucking birds!
Actually, here's my good luck charm.